Hi, it's Dr. Jan with some wise words to work with. And one of the things that can really help you if you're a target of bullying is having a supportive ally that can really mitigate the trauma from workplace bullying, and it can really help you get through every day. But the problem is when you're in workplace bullying, how do you find somebody who's trustworthy and that could be an actual, real supportive ally? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. And I'm going to give you some strategies to screen supportive allies. The first thing I want you to do again is sort of pull out that documentation and get it back out and look through the bystanders and what they have done either to engage in bullying with the bully to show their loyalty or align themselves with the bully, or to have people who've intervened or sort of again remain neutral to what is happening. So the first thing that you can do is cross off anybody who is aligned with the bully or who has openly and actively engaged in bully. That's a hard pass and a big no. Okay, you don't want anybody like that. They're not trustworthy. Okay, because as soon as you ask them for help or you say something to them, it's going to be a direct pipeline back to the bully, and that's going to hurt you. So take your list and just write down people's names and then go through your documentation and make a check how many people have intervened or how many people, again, have remained neutral. Okay, and hopefully you'll come up with one or two people. The next thing is to really assess their relationship with you and also their relationship with the bully. And things do oftentimes in the organization change over time. But what I want you to look at is really, do they have a collegial and good relationship with the bully? Or does it seem like there's a little conflict and stress between that possible potential ally and the bully? Okay, because you don't want anybody who's neutral but is in the back pocket of the bully. Okay, ideally you want this. You want somebody who has intervened on your behalf and may have a good working relationship with the bully, but you know they are not loyal and they are not happy about what's happening in the organization. Okay, so you somewhat have to use your judgment about developing and getting that potential ally. Okay, nobody who's engaged in bullying and nobody who is pretty loyal to the bully. Okay, and you want to go through your list and pick out people, okay, that you think are possible supportive allies. Okay, and one of the things, again, a litmus test that you might try is just going to that person and asking them some open-ended questions about what they think is happening in the organization, how do they think the work culture is, and just trying to get some feedback from them about their overall perception of the environment. And again, that's some additional information that you can use to either move people up on your list or to cross them off. And then what do you do when you have at least one or two people that might be potential allies? What I recommend doing is asking them if you're comfortable meeting at work or if you want to have a conversation off from the organization, whichever you feel more comfortable with. One of the things that I strongly encourage you to consider is what will happen to that person or yourself if the bully sees you talking. Okay, that's why sometimes I recommend that you just do it after work when you're walking to the car, and then you just ask them and say, look, we both know what's happening here, and we know that I'm being bullied and there's a lot of toxicity. One of the things I've been doing is I've been trying to develop strategies to reduce the harm from workplace bullying, and having a supportive ally like yourself would really, really help me be able to better manage what's happening and to show up to work every day and know that I have someone who has my back. Okay. One of the things I really stress that you talk to the supportive ally about is that you're not asking them to report. You're not asking them to go talk to the bully. What you're asking them to do, two things. You want them to document to help corroborate what's going on. And two, you want to develop strategies where the two of you can work together that nobody even knows what's happening to mitigate the bullying and to reduce the trauma for both people. Okay. And that's what I recommend is that you really do a great job of screening out potential supportive allies. Then you approach them in a neutral way and ask them if they would be willing to document and to work with you to help develop strategies that make your work environment more tolerable for you. Thank you so much. If you have any comments, please like and share, and I'll see you next week.